Hello, this is Ling Chi, brush painting for beginners. Today we're going to address this iconic subject, bamboo. There are so many different ways to paint bamboo, and then there's some people that spend all their lifetime to paint bamboo. But to me, as far as I'm concerned, out of all the subject I'm coming through, this is most challenging. So, but also, majority of you started trying to do bamboo. So today, I'm going to break it down so you're not overwhelmed by where do I start, what do I use, and the elements of bamboo that is trunk, leaves, and branches. And let's talk about the trunk. A lot of you, if you follow OAS program, then we have this BIFF brush, which to me is the easiest way to paint a bamboo trunk. And then we have this pretty stiff brush with, you can split it open like this. And then I will load medium ink, and then both sides touch the dark ink, and then I push a little to blend. So then I'm going to use this to do the trunk. Usually it's much easier, it's pretty perfect. I hope I can do it perfectly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So then if I want to do a smaller one trunk, then I kind of narrow this, make it narrower, and then dip on the side. So then I'm going to do a smaller one. And then if I want to even do a smaller one, then I even narrow it more. So then I go from here So this is the bamboo trunk we're going to do it today. So to me, if you are a beginner, you have trouble with bamboo trunk, this will be the easiest one to do. And then, if you want to do a white trunk, the similar theory. Here I have 3-inch wash brush. So I'm putting light ink in this dish because my wash brush won't fit into this little container. Then I load my brush with light ink on both sides and stroke it dry. And then I dip both sides with dark ink and I push a little. One more time, push a little. And then if I want to make a smaller one, I squish the tip a little bit. So you can see the width I have reduced. It's going to be pretty challenging if I want to do a little one on the side. I'm going to try it. Yeah, I don't think it would do. So I'll leave that alone. So this is how wide the trunk I can do with the 3-inch. Of course, then you have the 2-inch washer brush or 1.5 inch or 1 inch. Then you can do a narrow one. So I don't have it here. So then, but today what I'm going to do is the majority, you see the other artists, Chinese artists do the way they do the trunk. So the previous two that we use, the BIFF brush and wash brush, is our own way developed into an easy way to paint the bamboo trunk. Then we can use the traditional orchid bamboo brush. So I load light ink and I tip dark ink. So I use the side brush. And this, for the smaller one, I just use less pressure. And even smaller one on the side. So this is my orchid bamboo brush. Then the other brush that we have sell quite a bit, named Perfect Gentleman. This brush is a little bit softer, so probably will hold more liquid than the other one. So, and a little bit smaller too. Again, use less pressure. You can see it faded away. So to fix that fadingness, so sometimes I would just add a little bit on the side. To finish the look. And then I have a large full moon to see if I can do this one. So a lot of our audience, clients like to buy whenever there's a new brush coming up, then you wanted to buy it. So now I'm asking you any kind of hard hair brush and you have acquired and you don't know what to do with, and try it. So you can add a little line here and a little line there to finish your look. So this is a trunk. I use all different kind of brush to show you how to do it. And so now we're going to address the subject. So I have a premium double shone, which to me, it's a little bit drier than what I usually do. So I'm going to use my big full moon to be able to do the trunk I would like to do. You can use your orchid bamboo or perfect gentleman into a smaller size, but for you to see it clearly, I'm going to use the big full moon. All right, and then now we're going to do the cluster of leaves. So I'm going to use my regular orchid bamboo to do the leaves. The full moon will be too big for me. So you can see that I have practiced this main cluster of the leaves here. So I would like you to practice this ahead of time before you put it on your trunk. And a lot of times when this group of so many leaves, then you have light and dark, as well as small and large in the direction of the leaves. But before you go on that, I would like you to try just to simply, can you do 2 leaves as a V shape? Light pressure, more pressure. So this is going to be most important. I will do a whole bunch like this before you attempt to do anything else. And then you have smaller ones on the side. And kitty cross. So number 1, going back to fundamentals, 2 leaves only. Can you do light pressure, more pressure? And then we often try to tell people it's not, you are not moving your wrist, your hand, it's moving your whole arm from the shoulder to achieve that movement. But then one of the things I would like, people are having a trouble, sometimes their leaves too fat, there's no shape. Some of the times, most times they're too narrow. So practice over and over again. Left and right, forever, in order to really achieve what you want to do. So now I'm going to do a group of leaves here. The reason I'm doing this group of leaves here, because then I can use a branch to connect it with it. So the first group of leaves, I'm going to do light and not as big as later on. So then I'm going to add additional ink, make it darker. So you can see I have 3 different colors of the ink variation. And all different sizes. This is the bigger size I have. And I'm going to do a narrow, skinny one right underneath here. And then one after this. And then I'm going to do another one up here, skinny. So you can see that all my leaves that are arranged as a U shape here. I'm not lining up the tip into a horizontal line. So make sure you achieve this U shape. And then I'm going to use a dark ink. You can see now I'm finishing my group of leaves. So then I'm using the same orchid bamboo. If you are beginners, I would recommend you use the Happy Dot because it might be too big for you. So now I'm connected my group of leaves with the trunk, host trunk. And then on here, on the bottom here, I'm going to have 2 trunks coming up. And then I have leaves going upwards. And then I'm just going to have some branches here, no leaves. Then on here, I'm going to have some leaves. So you can see this is my host group. And these are my guest group, little ones. Got ink all over. Then I'm going to have making such a mess. So I think I'm going to stop here for my composition. So this is main group of leaves. This is the guest leaves. So if you wanted to, because I already made the knot, so you can just put it here. And then I finish my bamboo. Happy painting. Give us a message if you have any questions.